I say, Etsy did a really cool thing and dressed it up in a really shitty package. Can I say shitty on YouTube and still get monetized? All this and more in today's video. Right. Okay, Etsy did something that's good, something that we've been asking for. And they communicated it in such a way that's bullying and terrifying to people when it's actually not a bad thing. Let me explain. Customer cases have always been a problem. Now, it's important if a sale doesn't go right, if you're a buyer and a sale doesn't go right, you need some way of dealing with that. You need a way of getting your money back. And cases are that. If the seller is really awful, you open a case and Etsy will step in and help you out, or at least it gives the seller a big enough kick up the backside that they maybe help you out. They are used sometimes to bully sellers into like giving free stuff and things. People freak out with cases. Please don't, if you get a case against you, I know it's horrible. Yes, it does impact your ranking and everything for a short while. But don't let the people bully you, because that's the thing, is people do this because they think they're going to get away with it. They're going to get free stuff. Don't immediately go, OMG, I've had a case. Take my money. No. Anyway, right. That's the thing. But a lot of sellers have complained, quite rightly, that buyers just open a case. They don't message you. They don't wait to hear from you. They don't read what they were supposed to be getting. They just automatically open a case. And they've said this is not great. And I agree. I've had one case against me over the years. And basically what happened, the buyer messaged me on a Sunday afternoon when I was in a bus and patchy Wi-Fi. I was trying to reply to the very rude message, unfair and rude message. And while I was trying to reply to it, they opened a case. And I'm like, literally, I got this message and I'm replying to it, but they opened a case while I was out on a night out. So what I decided to do there was not reply till the next day. It was like, I am not in a place to be replying. But yeah, it was scary and horrible. And the first knee jerk was, I just want this person out of my life. I will refund. But and I was like, no, people don't bully me. I don't back down. So yeah. Anyway, but that can happen. People are just opening cases. So sellers wanted something and Etsy have seemingly given it, in the idea that now a buyer has to email you before they can open a case. They have to not just email you, but they have to email you and wait for a response from you. And obviously, if we think about this sensibly, if it's a really terrible seller, then it can't be a wait for a response forever. So they have to respond within 48 hours and start working. And if they don't hear from you in 48 hours, then they can open a case. That all sounds great. So how did Etsy mess it up? Well, I think it's probably easier if I show you. I've heard this from ooh, hang on. I've got to share my screen. I've heard this from several sellers in different places. Are we sharing? I hope we're sharing. Not yet. Technology is great. Okay, I've heard this from several places, but I just want to show you here in the forums what someone was saying. So I was messaging a seller about my purchase and was totally shocked to see this directly below the message field. Heads up, once you message a seller, they have 48 hours to resolve your request. If they're unable to help, come back here to open a case with Etsy. And this is Chrysalim? Cute name. Anyway, this is news to me. Okay, so. I'm just going to jump back to me for a minute. So what's going on? That as a buyer, they were able to see this and think, hang on, what's going on? But what's worse is, and further down in that forum post, but also in other places, I'm hearing from sellers that basically a buyer has sent them a message, and you get options when you've got an order. Do you want help with the order? You message the seller. It's not a nasty thing. You might just be wanting to ask a wee question. It's perfectly okay to ask a wee question. But so the help with order does that thing saying, if they don't get back to you, you can open a case. But from the seller's point of view, what happens? You get an email from your customer about an order. That's perfectly fine. It could be in the middle of the night your time. It could be a Saturday evening, and you just haven't got back to it yet. Apparently, I've heard people say this. I haven't seen it yet, but I've no reason to believe it's not true. Within around 3 hours of the customer messaging you, Etsy sends a message telling you you have 48 hours to reply, or the customer can open a case. Now, I get that this is their thing. But you've just got a nice, friendly message from a customer, nothing about opening a case. They were just asking a little question about their order, and suddenly you're like, what's happening? I have to waken up at 4 a.m. and reply to a customer. What's going on? So it's just a really bullying way of explaining it. If the customer was just asking a genuine question, the help with order, the customer could be messaging you and saying, oh, what address is that? Could you send it to this address? Get that from customers quite a lot. And it's not a bad thing, and you can totally do that. So they're asking for a favor of you, and you are getting this email that freaks people out because they weren't expecting it. This is not an email that we've had in the past. So it basically makes people believe that they totally have to reply like immediately, and it's putting stress. It's messaging you within 3 hours to say you've got 48 hours to reply, or the customer can open a case. That could be really not relevant, excuse me. I hope you understand why that's kind of freaky. I just want to get on to let's have a look at the next, because they have updated the how to report a problem with an order. I don't know the date they updated this, but this sneaked in. I did not see this coming. So here, how to open a case. So sign in, go to your account, select help with the order, tap the order you're interested in, and tap help with the order if you're on your phone. So help with the order, that doesn't sound like you're angry. That could be anything. So, before opening a case with Etsy, you must contact the seller directly to resolve the issue. If you and the seller don't come up with resolution after 48 hours, you can open a case. So, yeah, you've got to message them first. That's all it's saying. You have to contact them directly. But there was nothing saying there's nothing saying if you want help with the order, or if you've just messaged them about something. You just message them to say, hi, I love your work. Do you have it in white? Because I want to buy some more. So yeah, that really, 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 really annoys me. It's not that Etsy's done a bad thing. Etsy's done a really good thing. This is good that they're making buyers have to contact you first to try and resolve the problem. Love that for all of us. But Etsy, when you're making changes, when you're wanting people to make changes, when you're communicating changes and everything, there's a carrot and there's a stick. Can we use less stick and more carrot? But but you get what I mean. Can we be nicer about all these things? It's all the way through. Forcing us to use shipping labels by using the stick, telling us we won't get the star seller badge. In the US, there's even more. You're not protected if you don't use Etsy shipping labels. You have to be forced to use Etsy shipping labels. Why not make them so good? Why not tell us how it's saving us money, how easy they are? Use the carrot. Tell us this service is better, rather than you must use this or else. stop using the stick. Stop treating us like children. See my video of the other day about the badges. The badges for, that. Okay, right, yeah. A badge isn't a carrot. A badge is patronizing. Okay, right. Now, please, that's a few bad things. Can we get a really awesome? Well, there's a good thing packaged badly today's case. Eatsy, please, can you give us some good stuff, or can you stop tinkering for a little while? Okay, I don't want to be ranty. Right. Let me know in the comments what you think of all of this. I'm not saying Eatsy's terrible. I'm not saying we've got to leave Eatsy. I'm just saying there are a few people on Eatsy in the management somewhere that just don't get what our community's about. And, I'm sorry, managementy people. Quite a lot of us have been on Eatsy longer than you. All right, let me know in the comments what you think. I could rant about this for a long time. I'm not going to. I'm Pam Duthie. If you want to know more about all this kind of stuff, subscribe, like, do all the good stuff that YouTubers tell you to do. Thank you so much. Pam out.